For breakfast today, I'm having some oatmeal. I have oats with some almond milk and topping that with some apple pie seasoning and an apple, probably about 3/4 of an apple chopped up. And then, of course, I am having my smoothie. So I have my almond milk, my plain non-fat Greek yogurt, some of my greens. I'm going to use the chocolate prime protein, which I've been really enjoying, and then the cherry berry mix. And here's my smoothie. For lunch today, I made myself like a little egg salad, and I did that with those hard-boiled eggs that I did. That's why I like to make them hard-boiled. That way I could just throw a salad together. So I have some light mayo, some Dijon mustard, pickle relish, and some salt, pepper, garlic. And then I have some turkey pepperoni on the side. I have 1 slice of sourdough bread that I toasted up and just put that simple egg salad on top. For dinner tonight, I'm having some of the chicken fried cauliflower rice that I made in meal prep. So check out my meal prep video if you want to see how I made that. I'm topping it with some of the sugar-free sweet chili sauce, which you guys know is like my favorite G. Hughes product. I absolutely love this sauce. And I'm going to have a little coffee at the end of the night. I know I probably shouldn't have, but I needed a little bit more protein. For breakfast today, I have some hash browns here on the bottom, just a serving, 2 slices of fully cooked bacon, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and then some country gravy on top. Because I'm having a little bit bigger breakfast, I'm just going to make a smaller smoothie. So I'm just going to use one of my Dan & Light and Fit strawberry cheesecake yogurts. And then I have some berries, unsweetened almond milk, chocolate protein powder, which I forgot how much I love the chocolate protein powder with berries. It is really good. And then, of course, my greens, which I'm almost out of. I need to reorder those. Okay, and here's my yummy smoothie. For lunch today, I had some of the chicken enchilada pasta. I did not eat all of this, but I think I tracked a full thing, but I would say I probably only ate about 3/4 of this, but it's absolutely amazing. Again, check out my meal prep video. You can see how I made this. It was so good. Like one of my favorite things I have made in a long, long time. For a snack today, I had one of the healthy eating on the go bars. I need to order some more of these because I am out. These are absolutely my favorite bars. For dinner tonight, I'm going to do a stir fry. So I have some of the ground turkey. I have some of the G. Hughes sugar-free stir fry sauce, some of the stir fry blend from Green Giant, and then we have some shredded red cabbage. And then I'm going to use some of these Hearts of Palm spaghetti noodles. Now, I forgot to give an update on these. They are really good. So they don't have a weird smell or anything. So for those of you that know the low carb noodles sometimes have a weird smell, these Hearts of Palm are nothing like that. These are good. Highly recommend these. I found these at Grocery Outlet. So I just wanted to let you guys know I do recommend them. And I just simply threw everything in a pan, cooked it up, and here's my stir fry. And I had like 3 meals out of this. So it is really nice. I'm going to have leftovers that I can have Thursday and Friday. So that'll be absolutely amazing to have in my fridge. For dessert tonight, I'm going to have some of this birthday cake snack cake from the Kodiak birthday cake mix. If you want to see how I made this, check out my meal prep video. I did cottage cheese in this for the extra protein. I'm going to top it with some of the salted caramel nuts and more. I got this off of Amazon. So that'll be my little dessert tonight. I just did 1 tablespoon, or actually I weighed it out. A serving is 2 tablespoons. I did 15 grams of this, and that's what it turned out like. Good morning, it is Wednesday. I am having some oatmeal with some of the salted caramel nuts and more and a banana. So what I'm going to do is take about half of this banana. I'm going to smash it up and put it in there. I'll show you. Also using almond milk instead of water. Highly recommend that because it makes your oatmeal much creamier, especially when you're using the whole old-fashioned rolled oats like I use versus the quick oats. So another thing I suggest to do is take half of the banana, put it in your oats. It kind of sweetens it up, and you just smash up that banana and just throw it in there. And then we're also adding in some apple pie spice. And after it's all done cooking, I went ahead and added on just a serving of the nuts and more peanut butter and also some more bananas. And of course, I'm having my protein coffee. I have my cafe latte Premier Protein with a shot of coffee. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make some English muffin pizzas. So first up, I am not a huge fan of tomato sauce, and so I am using a mixture of light butter with some garlic like paste, and I'm just gonna put that on my toasted English muffin. So I did toast my English muffin first, and I just melted that butter and the garlic. We're gonna add on some of this mozzarella cheese, and these are the English muffins I use, but it's actually the sourdough English muffins. And then some pineapple and some black forest ham. I'm gonna have a little side salad with some of this garlic Caesar dressing on top. Now the English muffins that you saw, it said the light ones, but I did buy 2 packages last week and I put half in the freezer, half of my light ones and half of my sourdough. So these are the sourdough. I went ahead and just threw them into the air fryer to get them all nice and melty and crispy, and this was my dinner tonight, which was absolutely amazing. Hey guys, so I just got done with my workouts. I did both of them. I'm trying to adjust this where the light's not gonna be right in your way. I plan on doing an office tour since I know now we're not gonna be able to finish my office anytime soon. Definitely that's not gonna be in the budget right now until my husband does get another job and all of that. So I will just show you how it looks right now. There's no trim. I still need to paint. There's like, I don't have all my wall decor that I wanted and everything, but you guys will understand, I know. So I'll show you what I do have and what I purchased before we knew that we were going to be a 1-income family. Yeah, so anyway, things are going pretty good. I am going tomorrow to get my blood drawn to test my thyroid again, because if you guys remember back, it was either the end of September, I think it was the last week of September, I had my blood drawn and my thyroid is very, very high. And I think he needs to increase my medication, but he wants to wait until I take the test again, just to make sure that it wasn't like something with the lab or just a fluke or whatever. But honestly, like, I feel like it's probably off, and as hard as I've been working and the scale is just not being as cooperative as I feel like it should be. And it's very frustrating, and I'm also, what's weird is a lot of the other symptoms I'm having that, you know, I think are thyroid related could also just be stress related, because, you know, we have a lot of stress going on too. So it's hard to tell if it's stress or if it's my thyroid or what. So I'm going tomorrow morning to go get my blood drawn. So I should have those results tomorrow at some point, and then we'll find out what he's going to do. And we'll see if that has anything to do with it. In my experience, my thyroid has been a huge barrier with weight loss. I do notice when it's off, it is really hard to lose. I also just have like forgetfulness, kind of fogginess, really tired, really cold. So I've had all that, but again, a lot of the stuff could just be, you know, stress. But it's gonna be an update on all that stuff. I was gonna say, but I'm gonna give you a full update on Friday. I'm gonna film. Well, it'll be up on Saturday for you guys. So, but I'm gonna film it on Friday after I do my weigh-in, and I'll give you guys a whole update on how the challenge is working, what I have lost, if anything. We'll see what it is by Friday. And how the challenge is going, and then that way gives you guys a chance in the comments we can all talk about, like, for those of you that joined in the challenge, what you've been doing, what your goals are, how it's going, and I'll give you an update on how it is on my side. So that video will be up on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. But a little update on like how everything else is going. It's going pretty good. I think I'm now finally in that kind of panicky, stressy type mode, which I didn't really have. Like, I did not have it the first week, and I think it's because that first week it was kind of shock when we found out that Monday. It was kind of shock, and then I spent the whole rest of the week just doing budget stuff. Like, okay, what do we need to do? We can do this. Just need to cut things, just need to do this, do that, and that was where my mode was at. And then last week was okay. We were spending a lot of time, you know, we were feeling very hopeful because there's a lot of jobs out there to apply for, so we were applying for jobs. He was doing his unemployment stuff. We found out that, you know, everything of course went through on the unemployment. We had a little snafu on that where, you know, because the state checks like what the reported earnings are, but the employer reports, and it goes by quarter. So because he started the job that he was just laid off from back in June, the only earnings that was reported was what he had in June, and he only worked like 10 days in June. And so they're like, oh, you need to show us your pay stubs for the entire time you worked there, or else we have to go back to the other job, which the other job he quit to get this job, and they said it may deny his unemployment. And so we had to, the problem is that previous job was all your pay stubs came through his email at work, and it was password protected and you couldn't download it. You had to print it there at work from the computer. So, and then of course, so then I'm like, okay, we just have to go down there and tell them you need a printout of all your pay stubs. Well, they don't do the payroll here. It's done in Portland, which is 3 hours north of here. So they had to call them. It was like a 2-day process. We finally got all the pay stubs, got them sent over to the employment office, gave us 48 hours to do it. So it was a 2-day process to get it done, and that's how long it took. We got it to them right when we needed to. Got confirmation, everything went through, and that first week there would have been a waiting week. Last week was the first week he would have been paid for. They said they mailed the check. We still haven't gotten it, but I think hopefully if we don't see it by tomorrow, then he has to call them and find out what's going on. But so this week I'm a little stressed. Last week, like I said, the last 2 weeks has been pretty busy. You know, he's already had one interview, but he didn't get hired. Another one, they had called him about an interview, but he never heard back from them again. So there's a lot of flakiness out there as far as that's concerned. But so this week was the first week I'm a little like, you know, a little stressed. But just trying to stay positive. It's gonna be okay. I'm just really paying attention to the money and where we can cut and all of that. So it'll all work out. So anyway, that's where I'm at. But anyway, as far as the challenge is going, I'm feeling really good. But I will, like I said, do a whole video on that. I've been trying to read more. I'm actually reading an excellent book right now. And for those of you who've been asking, yes, I am still doing book reviews, but I'm doing, if you remember when I did the one in September, I did it as like a quarterly kind of seasonal, like here's what I here's what I've read for summer reads. So the one I'm going to film probably, I think maybe next week. I don't think I'll have time this weekend because over these next, it'll probably be, I want to do it before Thanksgiving because that week is going to be really busy because we have family coming down. So if I don't get it filmed this weekend, I want to finish the book I'm reading now. So I'm thinking I'll film it sometime either next week or next weekend to go out the week of Thanksgiving. And that'll just be what I've read during the fall. And then of course the next one will probably be holiday books because I am going to read some holiday books, but I'm not going to do like I did last year and read only holiday books. I'm going to have a pretty good mixture. I have not read as much as I wanted to because I've been spending way too much time on books I'm not enjoying, but I want to know what happens. I picked up a book that was totally out of my genre, and I was so bored. And it wasn't that it's a bad book. Like the book was not bad, just not my type of book. I don't know. I haven't rated it yet because I still have so many mixed feelings on it. So that's another thing. I need to really think about it before I do my book review video. But the one I'm reading right now is excellent. I'm enjoying it so much. So I'm trying to do more reading because that's really good for my stress levels. But yes, I will be doing a book review, kind of like what I've read this fall, even though I know like fall's not over till December. But like I said, I want to do for Vlogmas, I want to do like a holiday book review video. And that's another thing I'm doing is I'm coming up with Vlogmas videos, and I'm trying to do some creative ones and kind of some fun ones. So I have been working on that a lot this whole last week. So I'll be doing some more of that. I really want to get my plan done. That way when I film them, I'm like completely like ready. So I've been working on that too. So I've been staying busy. That's really going to help me a lot, staying really busy. So anyway, there's a little update on how things are going. So next week I'll show you my office. And like I said, stay tuned on Saturday for that update video. So be ready to share your updates as well. So put that up there on Saturday, and we'll just have it's gonna be a 3-day weekend. So I'm going to Costco on Friday, to stock up on medicines and things like that that we're out of. But I'm gonna do that on Friday. So that is my plan for my day off. I have a hair appointment and I need to get my, go to Costco and then have a 3-day weekend just to relax and try not to stress so much and work on YouTube stuff, because that's really fun. This vlogmas stuff is really fun to plan because it gets me kind of excited for like the holiday season. So anyhow, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.